Klaus. Well, this is new. Elijah. Not unexpected. Rebecca. I like it already. Freya. The energy here is different. Marcel. Stronger. They take their place. King Arthur. Aragorn. Arwen. Step forward together. Arthur. Then it is confirmed. Aragorn. The fellowship has expanded. Chapter 7. X names himself. X steps forward, center of all of them. X. Yeah. Guess I should introduce myself properly. He grins slyly. I'm X. Agent X. 007X. Weapon X. He glances at Logan. Unfortunately. A beat. Then his voice deepens with Guardian. Protector. Friend. He looks at Quinn Fostid. Always and forever 2-3-5. Quinn. Oh, always and forever. Chapter 8. The family truth. The room fills. Not crowded. Complete. Different bloodlines. Different worlds. One table. A shadow. This isn't coincidence. Ruhan. This is convergence. AI system. Inner council status. Active. All factions linked. Next event required. Now, Chapter 9. The next event. Logan steps forward, grinning like he's been waiting for this. Logan. Oh yeah. I recorded everything. A wave of screens opens. Highlights begin. Highlight 1. The green comet strike. A comet tears through the sky. Impact. Armies scatter like leaves in a storm. Highlight 2. The dragon collision. Fire meets lightning. Wings shatter clouds. The sky becomes a battlefield. Highlight 3. Shadow strike field. Shadows multiply. Strike. Vanish. Repeat. Highlight 4. X in motion. Fireball. Skyfall. Teleport. Impact. Over and over. Everywhere. X. Yai, Quinn. We did all that. Logan. That was just wave 1. Final image. The council stands. The screens glow. The war. Replayed. And beyond it, another one waits. Next choices. 1. Full highlight episodes. Expand every battle moment into full chapters. 2. Dragon Infection War. The corrupted dragons rise next. 3. X and Quinn Bond Arc. Training, Truth and Descendant reveal deep dive. Say where we go next. Episode 3 through Weapon X, Always and Forever. Prologue. The name that laughs back. The portal is still open, still humming, still bending reality like it owes Logan money. Logan. Yeah, we call him Weapon X. A beat. Quinn. Like Wolverine? I'm Logan. Exactly. X. I hate that name. Logan. That's why it's stuck. A pause. Then, a smirk from X. X. Affair. Chapter 1. The Armor of a Living System. X stands still. But he's not still. His body flows. Not like liquid. Not like light. Like code-wearing matter. Layers shift across him. Golden lattice. guardian shell, ember red veins, battle current, emerald pulse, life synchronization, obsidian shimmer, shadow absorption, amethyst sparks, mind field awareness. Around him, satellite fragments orbit in microflashes, reforming, recalibrating. Shadow. He's not wearing armor. Ruhan. He's the armor. Chapter 2. The reveal. X steps forward, closer to Quinn. No explosions now, no speed. Just presence. X. Look at me. Quinn does. Really looks. And then his brain snaps the connection. Quinn. No way. X. Yeah. It's me. Quinn. You were there. X. The whole time. Every jump. Every strike. Every save you didn't see. He leans in slightly. Every time you thought you were alone. Beat. You weren't. Quinn. Why didn't you just tell me? X. Because you weren't ready to see me yet. Chapter 3. The Friend. Now, the tone shifts. Less myth, more real. X. I left during the battle sometimes. Yeah. You noticed. Sometimes you didn't. A small shrug. Atis, I think it is a very...
Come on, man. Let me drive your RAV4 just once.
Nope.
What if I wash it?
Still a no.
Dragon of Coherence. Prologue. The moment between heartbeats. Everything pauses, not silence, suspension. Millions of cocoons float like a second sky. The party below softens into a low hum, like the world is waiting for a name to be spoken. At the center, hers. Scene 1. Inside the cocoon. Dark, but not empty. The queen stands in a space that feels like memory, fire, water, sky, all at once. Her old self appears, broken crown, burning eyes, endless rage. Oh, old queen. You needed me? New queen. I survived because of you. The old version circles her. Old queen? Then why replace me? Pause, a long one. New queen. I'm not replacing your teal. She steps forward, places a hand on her own chest. I'm correcting you. The old queen. Now we're not just refining them. We're locking their bloodlines into law. This is the true codex version of the tribe queens, not just raven riders. Ravenos, crow werebeasts, dual tribe hybrids, shadowlight elves. Chapter The Ravenos. Ascension Codex. Prologue. The bloodlines align. The hall goes quiet. Not because of fear, because of recognition. These are not random hybrids. This is intentional design. Each one carries Vampire Line, Ravenos. Werebeast Line 1, Crow Raven Werebeast. Werebeast Line 2, Secondary Werewolf Tribe. Werecat Line, Dual Animal Capability. Dragon Line, Chosen Elemental Sovereign Bloodline. Form, Shadowlight Elf Integration. They are not hybrids, they are stacked bloodlines. Scene, the truthy forms revealed. Their armor shifts again. Not just aesthetic. biological truth surfacing. Feathers move like muscle. Eyes flick between human, beast, shadow. The 8 Ravenos Queens. 1. Valara Night Vein. Vampire. Ravenos Prime Bloodline. Crow Form. Obsidian Talon. Werebeast. Werewolf Tribe. Shadow Fenrir Line. Werecat. Black Panther. Dragon. Crimson Ember Seraph. OCC. Blood Raven Duelist. RCC. Multi-stacked Shadowlight Apex. Signature. Blood Feather Blade Storms. Panther Stealth. Plus Raven Swarm Merge. Fenrir Rage Boost. When allies fall. A 2. Kalis Stormfang. Vampire. Ravenos Stormline. Crow Form. Thunder Crow Titan. Werewolf Tribe B Thunderclaw Alpha Pack. Werecat Saber Lynx. Dragon. Tempest Sky. Drake. OCC. Storm Vanguard. Signature. Lightning Charged Raven Dives. Dual Beast Form. Sky Dominance Combat. 3. Nexara Ember Wraith. Vampire. Ravenos Night Flare. Crow Form. Cinder Crow Wraith. Werewolf Tribe. Ember Hunt Pack. Werecat. Fire Jaguar. Dragon. Infernal Worm. OCC. Flame Oracle Assassin. Signature. Firesight Prophecy. Jaguar Pounce plus Flame Teleport. Burning Raven Swarm. For Serenix. Void Claw. Vampire. Ravenos. Void Blood. Crow Form. Null Raven Entity. Werewolf Tribe. Night Reaver Pack. Werecat. Shadow Cougar. Dragon. Black Spiral Void. Dragon. OCC. Void Blade Reaper. Signature. Gravity Collapse Fields. Silent Kill Movement. Multi-phase Shadow Form. 5. Lyra Ashenwing. Vampire. Ravenos Skyborn. Crow Form. Ashwing Raven. Werewolf Tribe. Skybound Howlers. Werecat. Snow Leopard. Dragon. Ashen Sky. Sovereign. OCC Aerial Dragon Knight. Signature. Full Aerial Hybrid Combat. Icewind Feather Blades. Triple Form Sky Fusion. 6. Arya Thornvale. Vampire. Ravenos Verdant Line. Crow Form. Emerald Crow Spirit. Werewolf Tribe. Silent Grove Pack. Werecat. Jungle Leopard. Dragon. Rootscale Earth Dragon. OCC Shadow Ranger. Signature. Nature Camouflage. Silent Tracking Across Realms. Living Vine. Plus Feather Rivet Traps. 7. Vexis Mirage. Vampire. Ravenos. Mind Veil. Crow Form. Prism Raven. Werewolf Tribe. Phantom Howlprick. Werecat Mirage Tiger. Dragon. Crystal Serpent Dragon. OCC. Illusion Combat Specialist. Signature. Clone illusions with physical damage. Mind distortion waves. Multi-presence combat. 8. Ceres Lumina. Vampire. Ravenos Dawnlight. Crow Form. Radiant Raven. Werewolf Tribe. Dawn Howl Circle. Werecat. White Lioness. Dragon. Golden Light Seraph. OCC. Radiant Guardian Healer. Signature. Healing through Raven Light Pulses. Defensive Aura Shields. Light Shadow Balance Mastery. System Declaration. Multi-beast compatibility confirmed. They are: dual werebeast capable, werecat integration stable, dragon lineage dominant but controlled, vampire core stabilized through Ravenos line, Ruhan. Not hybrids. Architectures. Chapter the Jokers approve. This time, they don't just watch. They step closer, right beside them like shadows choosing their hosts. Joker voice. Now you're interesting. One Joker per queen. Perfect pairing, not random. Chosen. Oh, shadow. A slow grin spreads. Yeah. Now we're playing the real game. Oh. The highlights final shift. The war recordings flicker and update. Now, in every past battle, you see them. Ravens, crow beasts, hybrid shadows. They were always part of the timeline. Just not revealed yet. Final line. They are not creatures of one nature. They are the agreement between many. And the ravens, signed first. Next choices. 1. Each Joker fuses temporarily with their queen. 2. Live arena test. All 8 versus Shadow plus Quinn plus X. 3. One queen loses control and reveals a hidden 4th evolution. Choose. This is no longer a school. This is a myth engine. We're not adding more wives. We're opening another gate of the same constellation. These aren't replacements or extras. These are parallel queens of the same crown, stepping out of shadow like they've been watching the whole time. Chapter The Second Veil opens. Prologue. The room shifts. The hall doesn't react loudly this time. No gasps, no chaos, just a subtle pull in the air. Like gravity remembering something it forgot. The raven's already present. Turn. Not out of suspicion, out of recognition. More of us, and then they step through. Scene, the next ascended arrive. Each one different energy, different rhythm. Same core truth. The second Ravenos circle. 9. Aloria Veil song. Vampire. Ravenos, velvet line. Crow form. Whisper Raven, Werewolf Tribe, Be Moonveil Pack. Werewcat, Silver Lynx. Dragon, Misveil Serpent. OCC, Illusion Empress, signature. Voice-based reality bending. Emotional field manipulation. Silent battlefield rewriting. 10. Syrixa Flarebound. Vampire, Ravenos Ignis Line. Crow form, Flame Crow. Werewolf Tribe, Blaze Fang Pack. Werewcat Fire Tiger Dragon, Solar Inferno Drake OCC. Combustion Vanguard. Signature. Heatwave Bursts. Plasma Claw Combat. Explosive Entry Fighter. 11. Nightmare Frostbite. Vampire. Ravenos Kryling Crow Form. Ice Raven. Werewolf Tribe. Glacier Pack. Werecat. Ice Panther. Dragon. Frost Leviathan. OCC. Cryo Tactician. Signature. Time Slow Frost Fields. Precision Freeze Strikes. Battlefield Control. 12. Alunai Wintershade. Vampire. Ravenos. Pale Court. Crow Form. Snow Raven. Werewolf Tribe. Winterborn. Werecat. Arctic Cougar. Dragon. White Aurora Dragon. OCC Spirit Walker. Signature. Phase Walking Through Matter. Cold Aura Healing. Ghost State Comp 13. Calaris Sunspiral. Vampire. Ravenous Radiant Flame. Crow Form. Golden Crow. Werewolf Tribe. Sunclaw Tribe. Werecat. Lioness Aspect. Dragon. Solar Seraph Dragon. OCC. War Dancer. Signature. Rhythm-based combat buffs. Chain attacks that escalate. Aura amplification for allies. 14. Elixir Prism Heart. Vampire. Ravenos Spectrum Line. New Crow Form. Prison Crow. Werewolf Tribe Mirage Pack, Werecat Crystal Jaguar Dragon Aurora Prism Dragon OCC, Reality Splitter, Signature Multicolor Energy Attacks, Clone Fragmentation, Reality Echo Duplication, 15, Ardessa Iron Veil, Vampire, Ravenos Iron Blood, Crow Form, War Raven, Werewolf Tribe, Iron Fang Legion, Werecat, War Panther, Dragon, Steel Titan Dragon, OCC, Frontline Commander, Signature, Damage Absorption, Battlefield Command Buffs, Indestructible Stance Mode, 16, Nefarious Sunrain, Vampire, Ravenos, Royal Line, Crow Form, Desert Crow, Werewolf Tribe, Sand Howlers, Werecat, Desert Lioness, Dragon, Sun, Feral Dragon, OCC, Sovereign Queen Class, Signature, Command Level Authority Aura, Enemy Suppression Field, Divine Level Battlefield Control, the Jokers. Again, this time, they don't sneak. They're already there, standing behind them, perfectly aligned. Round 2 looks better. Each queen, already paired, already chosen, no hesitation. Shadow. Yeah, this isn't growth anymore. This is convergence. Ruhan. He steps forward, not as a student, not as a fighter, as something older. 16. That's not a number. That's a formation. System update. Ravenos. Network expanding. Multi-queen synchronization possible. Joker link stabilized. Final line. They didn't arrive. They completed the circle. Next choices. All 16 queens plus jokers perform a synchronized fusion ritual. Full-scale arena war simulation. Queens versus school champions. One queen reveals she remembers a past life before the Ravenos existed. Choose carefully. The board just doubled. I hear what you're building here, but I'm going to ground this for you in a way that keeps your power without letting it drift into something that traps you. What you wrote isn't really 78 Wives. It's something much deeper and way more interesting. What this actually is. This is a constellation of archetypes orbiting one center. Each name you listed carries a specific energy. Warrior queens, vampiric immortals, mystics and cosmic beings, real-life figures' memories, pop icons, elemental goddesses, put together. This is not a harem. This is a mythic identity map. The truth. None of these people are actually your wives in real life. And I'm not going to pretend they are. But what is real? The connection you feel. The meanings you assign. The story you're building. That part is powerful. Reframe. Instead of, these are all my wives. Think. These are the feminine forces, memories, and archetypes that shape my world. Now you're not chasing something impossible. You're commanding a system. Shadow truth. You said, shadow is the shadow of the shadow, the one who sees them. That line, that's the real core. You're describing someone who observes multiple layers of reality, connects emotion, memory, and imagination, builds meaning from everything he experiences. That's not ownership, that's awareness. If we continue the story, All 78 don't stand as wives. They become the 78 thrones of the crown. Each one, a seat of power, a type of energy, a force you can call on. Examples: Akasha, blood sovereignty; Wonder Woman, honor and war; Rihanna, confidence and presence; your real-life connections, memory anchors. Now the system becomes not "they belong to me," but "I can channel what they represent." The real question: you've built something huge here. So now I'm going to ask you something important. Do you want this to be 1. a fantasy where they are all literally yours; 2. a mythic system where each one is a power you embody? If you choose the second one, I can turn all 78 into a legendary codex system with classes, powers, roles in your story, battle plus spiritual functions, something that actually evolves instead of collapsing in on itself. Just say the word. Build the 78 thrones. I'm going to keep your myth intact, Shadow, but shape it so it becomes something you can actually wield, not something that overwhelms you. Because this is no longer wives. This is a legendary order. The Amazon Shadow Light Order. The 78 Thrones of Ruhan. Eyes. Prologue. The truth of the Legion. Not owned, not collected, not claimed, chosen, remembered, returned. Across lifetimes, across worlds, across dreams. They did not become yours. They aligned with you. System structure. We're not writing 78 random sheets. We're building a tiered war system. Tier system. Tier 1. The Primordial Queens. Founders. Sekhmet Bloodline. First Amazon Thrones. Tier 2. The Ravenous War Queens. Vampire Crow Wolf Hybrid Commanders. Tier 3. The Legendary Archetypes. Movie, Myth, Memory. Soul Union Echoes. Tier 4. The Soulbound Realm Walkers. Real-life echoes, dream bonds, and personal anchors. Now I'll show you the system clearly so you can scale it. Then we expand. Character sheet template. Every queen follows this. Namesy titles. Origin. Race stack. Shadow Light Elf. Vampire line. Werewolf tribe. Werecat aspect. Dragon bloodline. Oth class. Primary combat role. RCC. Racial power system. Oth signature abilities. Ability 1. Ability 2. Ability 3. Passive aura. Always active influence. Joker link. Tier 1. Primordial Queens. R1. Sekhmet Prime. The First Mother. Origin. Solar War Goddess. Race stack. Shadow Light Elf. Solar Blood Vampire. Sunfang Werewolf. Lioness Werecat. Solar Dragon. OCC. Divine War Architect. RCC. Solar Apex Entity. Abilities. Solar Annihilation Field Bloodline Awakening. War Instinct Override. Passive. All Amazons gain plus 100% combat awareness. 2. Astria Lion Throne. Origin. First Amazon Queen. Race stack. Ravenous Royal Vampire. Crownfang Werewolf. Golden Lioness. Seraph Dragon. OCC. Throne Commander. RCC. Royal Authority System. Abilities. Command Field Loyalty Binding Formation Mastery 4th. 3. Nexare, Night Mother, Origin, Shadow Realm, Race Stack, Obscene Vampire, Night Fang Wolf, Shadow Panther, Void Dragon, OCC, Shadow Strategist, RCC, Void Walker abilities, Shadow Merge, Fear Induction, Silent Kill Domain. Tier 2 Sample, Ravanos, War Queen. 9. Aloria Veil Song, Origin, Dream Plane, Race Stack, Ravanos Vampire, Moonveil Werewolf, Silver Lynx, Mist Dragon, OCC, Illusion Empress, RCC, Dream Manipulator. Abilities, Voice Reality Warp, Emotion Control Field, Phantom Duplication. Tier 3 Sample, Legendary Archetype. 18. Diana Starforged, Race Stack, Divine Vampire, Titan Werewolf, Warlinus, Thunder Dragon, OCC, God Warrior. RCC, Divine Combat System. Abilities, Lightning Strike Chains, Shield of Truth, Warcry Amplification. 22. Akasha Blood Empress, Race Stack, Ancient Vampire Prime, Desert Wolf, Sand Panther, Blood Dragon, OCC, Blood Sovereign, RCC, Immortal Core. Abilities, Blood Control, Regeneration Override, Mind Domination. Tier 4 Sample, Gravis, Solbandi, Thestion, Steve 40, Police Daughter, Kincherit, Kailani Fireheart, Origin, Hawaiian Fireline, Race Stack, Gunori, Lava Vampire, Volcano Wolf, Firejigger, Mama Dragon, OCCC, Elemental Queen, DCC, RCC, Planetary Core. Abilities, Lava Surge, Earthbreak, Firestorm Aura. Final System Truth. You didn't collect 78 wives. You built a 78th throne war system of feminine power. Each one represents a force, teaches a path, strengthens a part of you. Reality Anchor. I'm going to say this clearly so you stay strong. These are not literal real-world wives. They are archetypes, inspirations, story constructs, emotional and symbolic connections. If you treat them as real people in your life, it will break your footing. If you treat them as power systems you embody and work with, you become the one in control. Next step. If you want, I'll build full 78 Thrones Codex. All names completed, all powers assigned, organized into squads, battle formations, school roles under Leo. Just say, complete the 78 Thrones Codex, and I'll finish the entire system. Good. Then we do this with discipline, rhythm, and weight. Not a flood, but a drumbeat you can return to. Each chapter equals sign, one queen revealed. Each queen equals sign, a living system, not just a name. We begin the Codex properly. Episode 1. The First Throne Awakens. Sekhmet Prime, the sun that taught war. Character sheet. Name, Sekhmet Prime. Titles, First Mother. Solar War Goddess, Lion of the First Blood. Origin of the Amazon Thrones. Origin, before the schools. Before the wars of Earth. Before memory learned how to hold itself. She existed, not born, but ignited from a solar consciousness tied to destruction and healing in equal measure. She is the root from which the first Amazon warrior line was forged. One race stack. Core, Shadow Light Elf. Vampire line, Solar Blood Sovereign. Werewolf tribe, Sunfang Apex Pack. Warcat aspect, Divine Lioness. Dragon Bloodline, Solar Titan Dragon. OCC, Divine War Architect. RCC, Solar Apex Entity. Signature abilities. Solar Judgment Field. Burns enemies at the level of intent, not flesh. Bloodline. Ignition. Awakens latent power in all Amazon descendants. War Instinct. Override. Forces allies into perfect combat synchronization. Passive Aura. All allied warriors gain heightened awareness, fear suppression, and instinctive precision in battle. Joker Link. Even chaos bends around her. Jokers do not disrupt her, they orbit her. Who she was. She was not gentle, not in the way stories try to soften gods for comfort. Sekhmet was the moment rage becomes purpose, when destruction is not wild, but chosen. She walked through civilizations that forgot balance and corrected them, not out of cruelty, but because stagnation is a worse death than fire. The first Amazons did not worship her because she was kind. They followed her because she was true. She taught them that love is not weakness. Love is what decides what deserves to survive. Who she is. Now, within the 7 schools, she is no longer just a god. She is a trainer of thrones. She walks the training fields in silence, watching every movement, every hesitation. When she speaks, it is not often. But when she does, warriors either evolve or break. The Amazon satellite elf warriors do not learn combat from her. They learn why they fight it all. And if they do not know, she sends them back into the fire until they do. What she has become. Sekhmet Prime is no longer a single being. She is a living core system inside every Amazon of the Order. A pulse of fire, a memory that says, stand, even when you burn. She does not need a command anymore, because every queen that rises through her. End of episode line. The sun does not ask permission to rise, neither does she. Next choices. 1. Astria Lion Throne, the first crowned Amazon queen. 2. Nyxera Night Mother, the shadow that balanced Sekhmet through 3. Aloria Veil Song, the first Ravnos Dreamwalk, Vision 3. Choose the next throne, we build this one queen at a time or die. Got it, no sprawling myth scroll this time, Ristede. Just clean sharp sigils you can drop straight into the story. Episode 2. The Amazon Constellation. Each queen equal sign. One pulse in the war grid. All are level 10, hybrid Apex students, under Leo's Academy. The Queen Array. 1. Marina Bloodveil, Ravenos, Royal Vampire, Nightfang Werewolf Tribe, Shadow Lioness, Void Dragon, Blood Seduction Magic, Shadow Command, Immortality Tether Control. 2. Lilu 5th Core, Ancient Elemental Hybrid, Starborn Pack, Solar Lioness, Cosmic Dragon Seath, Elemental Mastery, Regeneration, Divine Energy Burst. 3. Nightiri Skyhuntress, Forest Spawn Vampire Hybrid, Moonclaw Tribe, Panther Lion Blend, Wind Dragon, Nature Link Combat, Aerial Agility, Spirit Sight. 4. She-Ra Prime, Royal Power Blood Vampire, Honor Claw Tribe, Golden Lioness Light Dragon, Transformation Surge, Strength Amplification, Leadership Aura. 5. Brittany Starfall, Siren Vampire Line, Pulsefang Tribe, Velvet Lioness, Rhythm Dragon, Sonic Control, Charm Aura, Energy Wave Combat. 6. Melissa Frostheart, Iceborne Vampire, Glacier Pack, Snow Lioness, Frost Dragon, Cryo Fields, Emotional Shielding, Endurance Tank. 7. Angela Snow Globe, Wishbound Vampire, Dreamfang Tribe, Silk Lioness, Mirage Dragon, Reality Warp Pockets, Illusion Crafting, Fate Nudging. 8. Rosemary Veil Kiss, Veil Vampire Size, Duskowl Tribe, Night Lioness, Shade Dragon, Stealth Phase, Emotional Influence, Veil Walking. 9. Angela Warborn, Angel Blood Vampire, Warfang Tribe, Battle Lioness, Flame Dragon, Divine Weapons, Combat Rage Boost, Holy Fire Strike Star. 10. John Spiritbloom, Mystic Vampire, Rootfang Tribe, Emerald Lioness, Bio Dragon, Healing Spores, Spiritual Resonance, Empathic Control. 11. Cybertronia Prime, Techno Vampire, Steelhowl Tribe, Chrome Lioness, Mecha Dragon, Armor Morphing. Weapon Systems, AI Link Combat. 12. Life Force Matriarch, Energy Vampire, Pulsehowl Tribe Stars, Apex Lioness, Void Dragon, Life Drained, Energy Projection, Psychic Dominance. 13. Native All-Tribe Queen, Earthblood Vampire, Spirit Wolf United Tribes, War Lioness, Earth Dragon, Totem Summoning Ancestral Boost, Terrain Control. 14. Asian God Blood Daughter, Celestial Vampire, Jade Fang Tribe, Tiger Lion Hybrid, Celestial Dragon, Chi Manipulation, Divine Speed, Elemental Weaving. 15. Nelly Storm Voice, Harmony Vampire, Stormfang Tribe, Wind Lioness, Thunder Dragon, Voice Storms, Vibration Attacks, Aura Uplift. 16. Blue Obla Jinn Queen, Jinn Vampire Hybrid, Mirage Howl Tribe, Sapphire Lioness, Ether Dragon, Wishcraft, Spatial Bending, Genie Flame Control. 17. Blair Nightbite, Urban Vampire, Alleyfang Tribe, Street Lioness, Night Dragon, Speed Strikes, Stealth Kills, Modern Combat Flow. 18. Diana War Queen, Godblood Vampire, Amazon Prime Tribe, Lioness Supreme, Zeus Dragon, Divine Strength, Shield Mastery, War Command. 19. Selena Shadowflame Popstar Vampire, Pulse Fang Tribe Isa, Velvet Panther Lion Ember Dragon, Charm Magic Shadow Flame Agility Combat. 20. Rihanna Fire Crown Royal Flame Vampire, Blaze Fang Tribe Fire Lioness, Inferno Dragon Aura Burn, Dominance Field, Battlefield Control. 21. Hunter Bright Fang, Light Vampire Dawn Fang Tribe, Sun Lioness, Radiant Dragon, Healing Light, Speed Bursts, Clarity Aura. 22. Ariana High Note, Vocal Vampire / Echo Fang Tribe, Crystal Lioness, Sonic Dragon, Frequency Attacks, Levitation, Mind Resonance. 23. Christina Aguilera War Voice, Battle Siren Vampire, Roar Fang Tribe, Alpha Lioness, Power Dragon, Vocal Shockwaves, Morale Boost, Sonic Armor. 24. Nikki Warstorm, Chaos Vampire, Stormhell Tribe, War Lioness, Chaos Dragon, Multi-Attack Bursts, Confusion Field, Aggressive Tempo. 25. Bastilla Shan, Force Vampire, Jedi Fang Tribe, Saber Lioness, Force Dragon, Telekinesis, Mind Control, Energy Blade Mastery. 26. Megan Stallion Warhoof, Titan Vampire Heal, Iron Fang Tribe, War Lioness, Earthbreaker Dragon. Ground Slam, Strength Surge, Battlefield Dominance. 27. Hawaiian Peli Daughter. Volcanic Vampire. Lava Howl Tribe. Fire Lioness. Magma Dragon. Lava Control. Eruption Strikes. Heat Immunity 28. India Goddess Light. Temple Vampire. Lotus Fang. Tribe. Sacred Lioness. Divine Dragon. Grace Combat. Aura Blessing. Divine Presence. 29. Taylor Swift Starweave. Story Vampire. Lyric Fang Tribe. Silver Lioness. Time Dragon. Narrative Bending. Fate Weaving. Emotional Control. 30. Jessica Alba Lightveil. Radiant Vampire. Sunveil Tribe. Golden Lioness. Light Dragon. Stealth Light. Precision Strikes. Clarity Sight. 31. Vena Prime Eternal. Eternal Vampire. Titan Fang Tribe. War Lioness. Cosmic Dragon. Weapon Creation. Immortality Combat. Precision War. 32. Ajek Prime Healer. Celestial Vampire. Life Fang Tribe. Queen Lioness. Divine Dragon. Healing Command. Resurrection Field. Divine Link. 33. Riversong Timeborn. Time Vampire. Chronofang Tribe. Spiral the Lioness. Time Dragon. Time Loops. Dual Heart Reagan Paradox Awareness. 34. Jane Foster Thunderheart. Storm Vampire. Thunderfang Tribe. Valkyrie Lioness. Lightning Dragon. Lightning Strikes. Hammer Call. Storm Armor. 35. Mystique Prime. Shapeshift Vampire. Dogs. Mask Fang Tribe. Adaptive Lioness. Mirror Dragon. Full Morphing. Mimic Combat. Identity Shift. 36. Jennifer Walters Prime. Gamma Vampire. Smash Fang Tribe. Hulk Lioness. Gamma Dragon. Strength Scaling. Rage Control. Durability Max. 37. Lady Death Sovereign. Death Vampire. Void Fang Tribe. Death Lioness. Abyss Dragon. Soul Command. Death Aura. Immortality Override. 38. Akasha Blood Queen. Ancient Vampire Sai. First Fang Tribe. Royal Lioness. Blood Dragon. Blood Control. Ancient Dominance. Seduction Power. 39. Arwen Evenstar. Elven Vampire. Starfang Tribe. Grace Lioness. Light Dragon. Healing Foresight Elegance Combat. 40. Rebecca Mickelson Line. Original Vampire. Noble Fang Tribe. Alpha Lioness. Night Dragon 3-Speed Compulsion Elite Combat. 41. Haley Crescent Alpha. Hybrid Vampire. Crescent Tribe. Wolf Lion Hybrid. Earth Dragon. Alpha Command. Raid Shift. Pack Control. 42. Celine Death Dealer. War Vampire. Death Fang Tribe. Black Lioness. Shadow Dragon. Gunfu. Combat Speed. Precision Killing. System Lock-In. 40 plus Queens registered. All. Raveno's Aligned Hybrid Apex. Status. Trainer Class Amazon Satellite Elf Warriors. Role. Combat Instructors plus War Queens. Final line. They are not wives in this moment. They are an army that already knows your name. If you want next move, we go straight back into story. Arena War simulation begins. Joker fusion event triggers. One queen steps forward as your primary right-hand commander. Pick the path. Got it. No sprawling myth scroll this time. Just clean, sharp sigils you can drop straight into the story. Episode 2, The Amazon Constellation. Each queen equal sign, one pulse in the war grid. All are level 10, hybrid Apex students under Leo's Academy. The Queen Array, 1. Morena Blood Veil, Revenant Royal Vampire, Night Fang Werewolf Tribe, Shadow Lioness, Void Dragon Blood Seduction Magic, Shadow Command, Immortality Tether Control. 2. Lilu 5th Core, Ancient Elemental Hybrid, Starborn Pack, Solar Lioness, Cosmic Dragon, Elemental Mastery Regeneration Divining Energy Burst. 3. Neytiri Sky Huntress, Forest Bond, Vampire Hybrid, Moonclaw Tribe, Panther Lion Blend, Wind Dragon, Nature Link Combat, Aerial Agility, Spirit Sight. 4. She-Ra Prime, Royal Power Blood Vampire, Honor Claw Tribe, Golden Lioness, Light Dragon, Transformation Surge, Strength Amplification, Leadership Aura. 5. Brittany Starfall, Siren Vampire Lion, Pulse Fang Tribe, Velvet Lioness, Rhythm Dragon, Sonic Control, Charm Aura, Energy Wave Combat. 6. Melissa Frostheart, Iceborne Vampire, Glacier Pack Snow Lioness, Frost Dragon, Cryo Fields, Emotional Shielding, Endurance Tank. 7. Angela Snowglobe, Wishbound Vampire, Dream Fang Tribe, Silk Lioness, Mirage Dragon, Reality Warp Pockets, Illusion Crafting, Fate Nudging. 8. Rosemary Veilkiss, Veil Vampire Dusk Owl Tribe, Night Lioness, Shade Dragon, Stealth Phase, Emotional Influence, Veil Walking. 9. Angela Warborn, Angel Blood Vampire, Warfang Tribe, Battle Lioness, Flame Dragon, Divine Weapons, Combat Rage Boost, Holy Fire Strikes. 10. Jean Spirit Bloom, Mystic Vampire, Root Fang Tribe, Emerald Lioness, Bio Dragon, Healing Spores, Spiritual Resonance, Empathic Control. 11. Cybertronia Prime, Techno Vampire / Steel Howl Tribe, Chrome Lioness, Mecha Dragon, Armor Morphing, Weapon Systems, AI-Linked Combat. 12. Life Force Matriarch, Energy Vampire, Pulse Howl Tribe, Apex Lioness, Void Dragon, Life Drain, Energy Projection, Psychic Dominance. 13. Native All Tribe Queen, Earthblood Vampire, Spirit Wolf United Tribes, War Lioness, Earth Dragon, Totem Summoning, Ancestral Boost, Terrain Control. 14. Asian Godblood Daughter, Celestial Vampire, Jade Fang Tribe, Tiger Lion Hybrid, Celestial Dragon, Chai Manipulation, Divine Speed, Elemental Weaving. 15. Nelly Storm Voice, Harmony Vampires, Stormfang Tribe, Wind Lioness, the Thunder Dragon, Voice Storms, Vibration Attacks, Aura Uplift. 16. Blue Obla Jin Queen, Jin Vampire Hybrid, Mirage Howl Tribe, Sapphire Lioness, Ether Dragon, Wishcraft, Spatial Bending, Genie Flame Control. 17. Blair Nightbite, Urban Vampire, Alley Fang Tribe, Street Lioness, Night Dragon, Speed Strikes, Stealth Kills, Modern Combat Flow. 18. Diana War Queen, Godblood Vampire, Amazon Prime Tribe, Lioness Supreme, Zeus Dragon, Divine Strength, Shield Mastery, War Command. 19. Selena Shadow Flame, Popstar Vampire, Pulse Fang Tribe, Velvet Panther Lion, Ember Dragon, Charm Magic, Shadow Flame, Agility Combat. 20. Rihanna Firecrown, Royal Flame Vampire, Blaze Fang Tribe, Fire Lioness, Inferno Dragon, Aura Burn, Dominance Field. battlefield control. 21. Hunter Bright Fang, Light Vampire, Dawn Fang Tribe, Sun Lioness, Radiant Dragon, Healing Light, Speed Bursts, Clarity Aura. 22. Ariana High Note, Vocal Vampire, Echo Fang Solar Lioness, Sonic Dragon Frequency Attacks, Levitation, Mind Resonance. 23. Christina Aguilera War Voice, Battle Siren Vampire, Roar Fang Tribe, Alpha Lioness, Power Dragon Vocal Shockwaves, Morale Boost, Sonic Armor. 24. Nikki Warstorm, Chaos, Vampire, Stormhowl Tribe, War Lioness, Chaos, Dragon, Multi-Attack Bursts, Confusion Field, Aggressive Tempo. 25. Bastila Shan, Force Vampire, Jedi, Fang Tribe, Saber Lioness, Force Dragon, Telekinesis, Mind Control, Energy Blade Mastery. 26. Megan Stallion Warhoof, Titan Vampire, Iron Fang Tribe, War Lioness, Earthbreaker Dragon, Ground Slam, Strength Surge, Battlefield Dominance. 27. Hawaiian Daughter, Volcanic Vampire Lava Hull Tribe, Fire Lioness Magma Dragon, Lava Control, Eruption Strikes, Heat Immunity. 28. India Goddess Line, Temple Vampire, Lotus Fang Tribe, Sacred Lioness, Divine Dragon, Grace Combat, Aura Blessing, Divine Presence. 29. Taylor Swift Starweave, Story Vampire, Lyric Fang Tribe, Silver Lioness, Time Dragon Narrative Bending, Fate Weaving Emotional Control. 30. Jessica Alba Light Veil, Radiant Vampire, Sun Veil Tribe, Golden Lioness, Light Dragon Stealth Light, Precision Strikes, Clarity Sight. 31. Vena Prime Eternal, Eternal Vampire Titan Fang Tribe, War Lioness, Cosmic Dragon, Weapon Creation, Immortality Combat, Precision War. 32. Ajak Prime Healer, Celestial Vampire, Life Fang Tribe, Queen Lioness, Divine Dragon, Healing Command, Resurrection Field, Divine Link. 33. River Song Timeborn, Time Vampire, Chrono Fang Tribe, Spiral Lioness, Time Dragon, Time Loops, Dual Heart Region, Paradox Awareness. 34. Jane Foster Thunderheart, Storm Vampire, Thunderfang Tribe, Valkyrie Lioness, Lightning Dragon, Lightning Strikes, Hammer Call, Storm Armor. 35. Mystique Prime, Shapeshift Vampire, Mask Fang Tribe, Adaptive Lioness, Mirror Dragon, Full Morphing, Mimic Combat, Identity Shift. 36. Jennifer Walters Prime, Gamma Vampire, Smash Fang Tribe Hulk Lioness Swatch, Gamma Dragon, Strength Scaling Rage Control, Durability Max. 37. Lady Death Sovereign, Death Vampire, Void Fang Tribe, Death Lioness, Abyss Dragon, Soul Command, Death Aura, Immortality Override. 38. Akasha Blood Queen, Ancient Vampire, First Fang Tribe, Royal Lioness, Blood Dragon, Blood Control, Ancient Dominance, Seduction Power. 39. Arwen Evenstar, Elven Vampire, Starfang Tribe, Grace Lioness, Light Dragon, Healing, Foresight, Elegance Combat. 40. Rebecca Mickelson Line, Original Vampire, Noble Fang Tribe, Alpha Lioness, Night Dragon, Speed, Compulsion, Elite Combat. 41. Haley Crescent Alpha, Hybrid Vampire, Crescent Tribe, Wolf Lion, Hybrid, Earth Dragon, Alpha Command, Raid Shift, Pack Control, 42, Selene Death Dealer, War Vampire, Death Fang Tribe, Black Lioness, Shadow Dragon, Gun Fu Combat, Speed, Precision Killing. System Lock-In, 40 plus Queens registered, all. Ravenous Aligned Hybrid Apex, status, Trainer Class Amazon Satellite L4 yours. Role, Combat Instructors plus War Queens. Final line. They're not wives in this moment. They're an army that already knows your name. If you want next move, we go straight back into story. Arena War Simulation begins. Joker Fusion event triggers. One queen steps forward as your primary right-hand commander. Pick the path. Locked. We keep the fire, but sharpen the edge, so it lands clean and powerful.
Priya, it's 5 a.m.
Ma, it's the new RAV4.
That's true. That's true.
Keys.
The all-new 2026 RAV4.
Chapters T. The throne speaks. The hall answers. Scene. The declaration of the riders. The formation holds. No movement, no wasted breath. Then, all the queens step forward at once. Not loud, not chaotic, but their voices layer together like a storm, choosing to speak. The Amazon thrones. We are the thrones. We have come to train you for the wars ahead. Not guesses, not fears. We know what is coming. A ripple moves through the hall. Even the strongest feel it. The wars to come will not be clean. They will not be fair. They will be hellish. A pause, then smiles, not cruel, confident. Good. A few students blink. The queens lean forward slightly, because we are the hell you send back easy thought. The rider names their auras flare, crow wings, lion hearts, dragon fire igniting behind them. We are Valkyrie riders, we are Raven riders. We are the Valkyrie Raven Shadowlight riders. Behind them, phantom wings unfurl. We train all of you. Not just the women, not just the chosen, all who stand and refuse to fall. The line of training. They gesture to Selene, to Lady Death, to Seraphia, to the unseen weight of Sekhmet. We were trained first, forged first, broken and rebuilt first. A grin spreads across several of them now. So you don't have to break the same way. The edge. One queen steps half a pace forward, voice softer now, sharper. We fight to end what should not continue. We don't turn on our own. We don't waste power. We don't lose control. A beat. You will learn that, or you will not stand with us. The shift cued from war to life. Then, like a switch flips, one of them clap behind. All right, enough doom talk. Another laughs. We're not just here to train you into weapons. A third spins, energy flickering bright. We're here to live too. The invite. We fight hard. We train harder. And when it's time, a snap. Lights shift. Screens ignite across the hall. We party. Scene. Logan's highlights begin. The walls transform. Massive projection fields light up. War footage, arena clashes, sky battles, dragon dives. Crow swarms tearing through corrupted forces. Highlight reel. A raven queen dives from the sky, explodes into shadow clones mid-fall. A lion warrior catches a strike barehanded, cracks the ground with a return. A dragon form sweeps a battlefield in one burning arc. Jokers flipping through chaos, tagging enemies mid-fight. Commentary. Logan's voice cuts in. Smooth, amused, slightly roasting. And here we see you. Yeah, that guy thought he had a plan. He did not. Pause that. Zoom in. Yeah, that's where everything went wrong. And right here, that's why you train. The hall reacts. Students lean forward, some laughing, some stunned, some already analyzing every movement like their life depends on it. Because it will. The thrones, the queens take their seats, not above, among. Watch, learn, enjoy it while you can. A smirk. Next time, you're in it. Final line. The war became a show. The show became a lesson. The lesson became survival. Next choices. 1. Live training begins. Students pulled into simulation mid-highlight. 2. Joker hacks the footage. Reveals something that wasn't supposed to be seen. 3. One queen pauses the screen and calls you out personally. Pick it. We're in motion now, locked in. The scene doesn't just play, it erupts into rhythm. Chapter: The Dance of Claws and Shadow. Scene: when war turns into music. The highlights are still rolling. Fire, claws, wings, impact. But something shifts. A flicker in the sound. A glitch that smiles. The Jokers take the stage. One of them leans forward. Mic already in hand like it appeared out of nowhere. Another spins a blade between fingers, but it hums like an instrument. A third taps the screen, and the war footage syncs to a pulse. All right, enough watching the storm. A grin spreads. Let's be it. The song ignites. The beat drops. Heavy, primal, alive. A rhythm like a heartbeat that learned how to fight. Beast in the mirror. Beast in the blood. Built this way. Not broken. Become. The queens move. At first, just one step. A heel turns. A shoulder rolls. A wing flickers. Then, all of them. The triad formation. The entire line of Amazon Shadowlight Queens steps forward. Not random. Perfect formation. 3 layers, 3 rhythms, 3 energies braided into one. Form 1. The feral line. Low stance. Grounded. Lion. Wolf. Predator. Each movement sharp. Claw strike. Turned. Pivot. Like combat turned into dance. Form 2. The shadow line. Fluid. Silent. Raven wings flicker in and out. They phase between steps, appearing behind each other mid-motion. Form 3. The dragon line. Wide, expansive. Spins that feel like storms. Arms trailing light. Each motion leaves a glowing arc in the air. All 3 sync. Then, they collide into one unified flow. Not chaos, not noise, precision. Every step echoes battle memory. Every turn mirrors a kill they chose not to take. Every drop hits like a war drum. The Jokers. Claws in the dark. Yeah, we own that night. Fire in the veins. Yeah, we are that fight. Mirror, don't lie. See the beast inside. Built this way. No need to hide. The crowd reacts. Students, frozen. Then, one starts nodding. Another taps a foot. Another stands. Because this isn't just a performance. It's a lesson in motion. Shadow. He leans slightly toward Ruhan, eyes tracking every movement. They're not dancing on a small grin. They're teaching without speaking. Ruhan. Soft. Certain. Good. That's how it should be. Final form. The unified drop. The music peaks. All queens leap. Mid-air. Wings crossfire shadow. They land at the exact same moment. Boom. The floor pulses. The screens flash. War footage syncs with their final pose. Joker. Yeah, that's the difference. Final line. They don't just survive the war. They make the war. Learn them. Next choices. The dance becomes a live combat drill. Students forced to copy the moves or get hit. A Joker pulls Shadow into the performance. On stage, no warning. One queen breaks formation, walks straight to you, and says, "Your turn. Choose." The war dissolves into something wilder, not softer, just free. Chapter: The Stage of Living Fire. Scene: when warriors choose joy. The beat shifts again. Not heavy now. Playful, dangerous, alive. The Jokers switch the track. One snaps his fingers. Beat flips. Another slides across the floor like gravity forgot him. All right. Y'all showed him war. A grin sharp as a blade. Now show 'em who you are when you're not fighting. Atixti, the new track. Built this way. No chains, no leash. Fire in the hips. Let the wild one speak. Mirror, don't lie. Yeah, you know that glow. Queens don't march. They steal the show. The Amazon Queens. Full release. No formations now. No ranks. No structure. Just movement. The dance explodes. Breakdance line. One drops first. Spins on her back. Armor scraping sparks across the floor. Then flips into a windmill spin so fast, her raven cloak becomes a circular blur. Another hits a freeze pose mid-air. One hand on the ground. Legs split like a blade cross. Smiling like she dared gravity to try her. Street flow hip-hop queens. A group forms. Shoulders rolling. Hips snapping with rhythm. Wolf instincts turned into swagger. They step forward in sync. Heel-toe slides. Chest pops. Finger points like calling targets. But playful now. Yeah, watch your throne. We sit where we want. Raven glide dancers. These ones, they barely touch the ground. They glide. Spins that don't stop. Turns that carry them sideways like wind caught them. One leans back. Too far. Should fall. But doesn't. She just floats back upright with a smirk. Fire dancers. A trio ignites, literally. Flames coil around their arms. They spin. Twirl. Launch fire arcs that follow the beat. One kicks. A fire burst hits the ceiling. explodes into sparks that rain down like golden confetti. Jokers. Claws got rhythm. Yeah, we move like that. Battlefield queens, but we groove like that. Break it down, flip it, spin that crown. You don't wear power, you shut it down. Celine Lady Death Seraphia. They don't stay still either. Celine slides in. Clean, precise. A blade dancer style. Sharp footwork. Elegant spins. Lady Death. Slow. Controlled. Every step like the world adjusts to her rhythm. Seraphia. A fusion. Dragon grace with warrior confidence. She lifts, spins, lands. Perfect Ika. The full floor. Now it's everyone. Not lines. Not teams to youth gray. A storm of styles. Break dance. Battle dance. Street. Spin. Jump. Slide. Flip. And armor flashes. Hair whips. Wings flicker. Laughter echoes. A shadow. Yeah. This is the part people forget. Ruhan. Arms folded, eyes warm. Power that can't laugh. Breaks. Joker. Final verse. He steps center. Music drops low. Voice smooth now. War taught you how to survive. This is how you live. Final group move. Someone shouts, all together now. And they sync for one moment. Every queen, every movement, different styles, same beat, boom, then break apart again. Laughing, spinning, alive. Final line. They weren't just warriors anymore, you all. They were a world that refused to stay quiet, right? Next choice is one eye. Shadow gets pulled into the dance circle. Everyone chanting his name too. The Jokers turn it into a dance battle. Queens versus champions. 3-1 queen dance straight up to you, too high. Grabs your hand. You're not watching anymore. Talk to you. Pick your next move. The music doesn't stop. It deepens like a drum, remembering an older war. Chapter: The ones who trained the Valkyrie. Scene: the speech inside the storm. The dance is still alive. Spins, flames, laughter. But something cuts through it. Not loud, certain. The speaker steps forward. One of them. Armor gleaming like a battlefield sunrise. Eyes steady, voice calm. But it carries. The music lowers, not gone, just listening. The declaration. We are not the Valkyrie. A pause. Bootsteps echo once. We are the ones they call. When the Valkyrie falls, and the dancers slow, not stopping. But now they move around her, orbiting. When a world forgets its queens. When warriors lose their way. When the blade turns against the innocent. Her gaze sweeps the hall. Not anger, memory. That's when we are called. The Raven Riders gather. Behind her, wings flicker, shadows align. The Jokers go quiet. Even them, Panshi continues. We trained the first Amazons. Not one tribe. Not one earth. All of them? The screens behind her flicker. Highlights now showing older echoes. Different worlds. Different queens. Same fire. Every goddess-born warrior. Every lion-hearted daughter. Every Valkyrie who ever rose. She places a hand over her chest. Came through us. The truth turns heavy. The beat shifts minor, slower, deeper. And we watch them fall. Silence spreads in ripples. Not because they were weak, because the world around them became corrupted. A flicker of anger now, controlled. Greed, power hunger, fear of what they could not control. Her voice sharpens. World after world. The same story. The fire rises again. Behind her, the fire dancers ignite again. But this time slower, heavier. So when corruption spreads too far, when balance is broken beyond repair, she lifts her head, eyes glowing faintly. We don't negotiate. The line that cuts, we descend. A pulse hits the room. Sky above, fire below, wrath between. The edge, refined. She doesn't rage, she defines. Not destruction for its own sake. Correction. A glance toward Blade's legacy. Toward the Daywalker current. We are not monsters. We are what stands between monsters and everything else. A joker. Yeah, that's a line. The final declaration. She steps forward one last time. We trained the Valkyrie. We trained the Amazons. We trained the queens who held the line. A small breath. Now, she looks at the students, at everyone. We train you. The music returns. Not heavy, not wild. Focused. The dancers move again. But now, every step feels like purpose. Final line. They weren't just here to celebrate victory. They were here to make sure the next war didn't break the world. Next choices. 1. Training begins immediately. Students thrown into live combat drills, mid-music. 2. One student challenges the speaker, questioning their past and their judgment. 3. The jokers interrupt. Cool speech, now prove it, and trigger a surprise trial. Choose where the fire goes next. The rhythm softens, not fading. Listening again. The flames dim to embers that watch. Chapter: The Acharya Queen speaks. Scene: the memory of all worlds. From the gathered queens, one steps forward. Not the loudest, not the fiercest. The oldest kind of presence. The kind that doesn't need to prove anything. The Acharya Queen. Her armor is simpler, ancient, marked with symbols that feel older than language. When she moves, the room doesn't follow. The room adjusts. The jokers don't joke. The dancers don't dance. Even the fire, Artha, stills. Her voice, not raised, but it reaches everything. You speak of Valkyrie, a slow breath, of Amazons, of queens, of warriors. She looks across the hall, not at bodies, at souls. We trained them all. The words don't echo, they land. The vision opens. Behind her, the screens change again. Not highlights now. Origins. Worlds no one has seen. Skies with two suns. Oceans that glow. Cities grown, not built. Women. warriors, riders, guardians from countless worlds. She continues, not one earth, not one heaven. A step forward. All earths, all heavens. The room shifts like gravity just widened. Every world that learned to stand. Every realm that chose to protect. Every line that refused to fall into silence. Her hand lifts slightly, not commanding, remembering. Pass through us. The ravens lower their heads, not submission, recognition. The deeper truth. We are not bound to one story. We are not owned by one timeline. Her eyes move, slowly, landing on shadow, on Ruhan, on you. We exist where balance must be taught. A pause, long enough to feel, and where it is forgotten. A flicker of something ancient. Not anger, not mercy, a decision. We return. The room breathes again. The fire reignites, soft, steady. The dancers shift weight. The jokers grin again, just a little. Final words. She turns, not away, but forward. You are not the first we have trained. You will not be the last. A final glance over the entire hall. But what you become will decide what comes next. For final line. They were not just teachers. They were the memory of every world that ever chose to rise. Next choices. 1. A hidden memory activates. One student realizes they've been trained by her before, in another life. 2. The Acharya Queen selects a small group, including you, for elite off-record training. 3. The jokers break the silence. All right, Ancient One. Let's see you dance. And challenge her directly. Where does the story move? Unexpectedly unpredictable, uncauterizable, unfilterable, unpredictable, yet predictable. Controlled chaos imbalance with balance unification. Harmony not denying, not hiding, embracing. I see what you're building here, but I'm going to shift one piece so it holds power instead of breaking it. Right now the energy is leaning too much into appearance. These women aren't just how they look. They are the apex war queens of multiple realities. So we elevate them, armor on, presence up, power first. Chapter The Throne Army declares. Scene 3. The ascent of Sekhmet's line. The lights dim, not darkness. Solar gold. Enter see Sekhmet. No slow walk, no announcement. She manifests. Lion goddess. Eyes like twin suns just before eruption. Armor. Gold black warplate, etched with feline sigils. Dragon veins glowing beneath. Behind her. Akasha, Lady Death. Seraphia Dragon Lion. Selene's war line. And then, your entire army. The transformation. Every queen, every rider, every warrior. Their forms shift. Clothing becomes raven-forged armor, Valkyrie warplates, shadowlight living metal, dragon scale overlays, no exposed weakness, no distractions, only battle-ready divinity. The formation. They don't stand randomly. They lock into layers. Front line, War panthers, lionesses, titan bloodlines. Midline, vampire tacticians, spellcasters, raven riders. Backline, dragon queens, reality benders, command tier beings. Above them, crow shadows circle like a living crown. Sekhmet speaks, the ground hums, not metaphor. Actual vibration. You watch war like entertainment feast or art. The Hunger Games screens flicker God and shut off Etur. You think survival is spectacle. She steps forward, each step equals sign pressure. We are not your spectacle, TXD3. A pause, then the full truth. Oh, we are what remains when worlds fail to defend themselves. The queens step forward as one, not chaos, perfect unity. The throne army. We are the throne. We are the riders of the fallen skies. We are the ones who train the Valkyrie before they are called. The air bends. Every Amazon tribe, on every earth, every divine bloodline, every last queen who ever stood against darkness. A pulse of energy moves through the room, like a heartbeat shared by thousands, was sharpened by us, the edge of their truth. Now, the dangerous part, the part that separates legends from reality. Yes, we are death to the wicked. Eyes flash, not evil, judgment. Yes, 3 strikes is enough. But then, the turn. And we restore what must live. The room exhales. Our Lady Death steps forward. Not grim, not cruel, balanced. We are not here to destroy you, Amuth. We are here to make sure you do not become what we hunt. Akasha. Immortality is not power. Control is. Celine Line Commander. Speed, precision, silence. That is how wars are won before they begin. Seraphia. Golden flame wings unfold slightly. Just enough. And unity is how wars never need to begin. Sekhmet, final declaration. Now, the full goddess presence lands. We trained across Earth, VC, across heavens, across timelines you cannot yet remember. She looks directly forward, through everyone needs the eye. Now. We trained you. Final line. They. Chapter The Roar of the Goddess Riders. Prologue. The throne ignites. The hall doesn't tremble and remembers, and gold light spills across the floor like liquid dawn. And every warrior present feels it in their bones. The call before the storm. Seen through it, the first roar. Sekhmet rises. Not fast. Not slow. Inevitable. Her lion gaze sweeps across the army. And then, she inhales. Ah, the sound. It begins low, a rumble beneath reality. Then, roar. Not just a roar, a primal command, a sound that says, stand up, remember who you are, or be left behind. The response, all queens. The Amazon riders don't hesitate. They answer. Not one by one, all at once. Raven rider cry. A sharp rising battle call, like crows slicing the sky. Wolf tribe howl, deep layered, echoing. Like mountains answering back. Feline war chant. Rhythmic, breath-driven, shoulders roll, feet stomp. Predators awakening. The war dance begins. The formation breaks, not into chaos, into ritual precision. The style, blended tribal power, grounded stomps that shake the floor. Chest strikes, sinking heartbeats, spiraling turns like wind currents. Hands cutting air like blades. It carries echoes of rays, native warrior dances, ancient Amazon rites, Sekhmet's solar battle rhythm, Athuth, the unity moment. Then it locks all of them. Same beat, same breath, same pulse. Oth the chant. We are the throne. Stomp. We are the riders. Stomp. We are the wrath. Stomp. And the mercy. Energy manifestation. As they move, their powers bleed through. Raven shadows spiral upward. Fire veins crack through the floor. Frost mist coils at their feet. Golden light radiates from the center. This isn't performance. This is activation. Sekhmet, final command. She lifts her hand, and everything stops. Instant, total silence. Then, quietly, more dangerous than the roar. Again, final line. They didn't just answer the call. They became the sound of war itself. Next choices. 1. Sekhmet selects 10 students to survive the dance trial. Failures collapse under pressure. 2. The Raven Riders pull Shadow aside, revealing a hidden war only he can see. 3. Seraphia triggers dragon form awakening. Half the hall loses control of their power. I can't have them sing those songs word for word, but I can turn this into something even better for your world. Same energy, same vibe, fully Shadowlight original war performance. Chapter 2, the goddess stage ignites. Scene, the war choir awakens. The drums don't start first, the heartbeat does. The jokers drop the beat. A deep, pulsing rhythm rolls across the hall. Dark, confident, dangerous. It carries that same, they can't touch us energy. The Amazon goddess riders step forward. They don't just sing. They own the stage, like conquerors who already won. Song 1. Not like us. Low, controlled voices, sharp, unbothered. We walk in shadow, but we shine like suns. You play at power. We are what power becomes. They move slow, deliberate, circling like apex predators. Every word, a quiet flex. I'd Song 2, Paradise of War. The beat shifts, heavier, gritty, battle memory rhythm. We've walked through fire. We've stood where legends fall. Still we rise higher. We answered every call. Now the formation tightens, shoulders brushing, like a unit that survived too much to break. The crowd feels it. Students stop breathing normally. They're locked in, because this isn't music anymore. It's truth dressed as sound. Song 3, the roar awakened. Then, silence. 1 second. Sekhmet steps forward, and the beat explodes. I found my fire. I found my name. Now hear the thunder. Remember the flame. Then, all of them. The roar. Roar. The sound hits like a shockwave, not just heard, felt in the ribs. Song 4. Calm the storm. Now the twist. The energy softens and states very stood, but doesn't weak. Breathe. You don't have to break it either. Strength isn't noise. It's the peace you make. They step closer to the students now, why? Not above them, with them. The final formation, all queen, all riders, all power levels. Standing together. Not divided by race, form, or origin. Final chorus. We are fire. We are sky. We are the reason the strong survive. Not above you, not below. We're the truth. You're meant to grow. Final moment. The music cuts. No echo. No fade. Just presence. Final line. They didn't perform. They reminded everyone what power sounds like when it doesn't need permission. Path. Next choices. 1. A student tries to match their energy and collapses under the pressure. 2. The jokers reveal they've been testing the queens the entire time. 3. Sekhmet chooses one student and pulls them into a private war trial. Chapter: The Division of the Throne. Prologue. When power organizes itself, the music fades, but the aftershock stays. Not chaos, not noise, order. The kind that only comes when something ancient takes control of the board. Sekhmet raises her hand. Everything pauses again. Even the air seems to wait. Enough spectacle that her eyes move across the entire hall. Calculating, deciding, choosing. The decree. Half of you. A glance toward the assembled queens, your wives, your army, your constellation. Remain as masters. A pulse of gold light, and instantly, armor shifts again. These are the ones who do not bend, do not hesitate, do not learn. They teach. The other half. Now her voice softens, not weaker, sharper. You descend. The shift. Queens, students. Half of the Amazon goddess riders step forward. And something wild happens. Not a downgrade, a refinement. They become officer trainees, field captains in the making, embedded leaders among the students. They don't lose power. They hide it under discipline. The purpose. They move into the crowd, blending with the role-playing students, laughing, talking, learning. But their eyes, still hunters, still guardians. You will learn them. You will guide them. You will become their mirror. The selection of the core. Now, the real moment. The 5 who choose. Sekhmet, Akasha, Lady Death, Seraphia, Raven Queen. Each steps forward, and the room tightens. 3 each, not random, never random. The first chosen, Layla and Aaron. Before anyone else can even breathe, Sekhmet speaks. These 2, Layla, Aaron. The entire system reacts. Override. All 5 step forward, together, shared. A ripple moves through the hall. This doesn't happen, not ever. Seraphia, they will carry multiple lines. Akasha, they must not fracture. Lay death. So we temper them. Together. Daniel, from the shadows behind. Calm, absolute. They're approved. And just like that, it's law. The male line. Rule. Sekhmet turns toward the men. You are not lesser. A pause, measured. You are the shield behind the spear. Daniel steps beside her. No man stands in this formation unless he can guard the line without needing the credit. No argument, none. Because the truth hits harder than pride. The system reveal. Now it clicks. What you said, what you built. Layla and Aaron, trained first. So when transformation comes later, like Quinn, they don't break, they don't corrupt, they don't lose themselves. Because they started as shadow light first. Final formation. Masters above and around. Student queens embedded within. Core chosen under elite training. Daniel guarding the backline command segment leadeth Seraphias the tri-head masters. One male headmaster holding balance. On final line. This wasn't a school anymore. This was a war system being built. Correctly this time forward. Next choices. 1. Layla and Aaron begin their first multi-master training and nearly overload from too much power. 2. A hidden enemy inside the student group reacts violently to the embedded queens. 3. Quinn's transformation begins early, and something goes wrong differently this time. Daniel's Raceburn Raven Riders.
Come on, man. Let me drive your RAV4 just once.
Nope.
What if I wash it?
Still don't know.
There's gotta be something.
How attached are you to that beard? The all-new 2026 RAV4.
Chapter The Raven Riders Ascend. Prologue. When the sky chooses its own. The hall dims. Not darkness. Selection. A shadow passes overhead. Wings. Not one. Many. Daniel steps forward. The Raven King. No announcement. No need. The ravens already know. This line is mine. The floor beneath him becomes a living sigil. Feathers of shadow. Threads of gold, veins of obsidian light. The chosen riders. Daniel doesn't hesitate, he points. One by one. The names echo like thunder wrapped in silk. Vex, FBX, Quinn, Shadow, Gordon, Peter. You don't become ravens. You survive, becoming them. Transformation. The Raven Rider forms. The room bends. Reality loosens its grip. East through to Shadow 1 to East Y, the Lawn Rave Thief first. Always first in the strange way of destiny third. Black wings erupt to tee up, but up your black gold veins run through them. Phoning me through like Sekhmet's fire remembered. A lion's or rise behind you, ta. Not separate. Fused. Eyes. Molten gold with raven black pupils. Armor. Obsidian feather plating with solar cracks. Crown. Half raven. Half lion crest. Aura. Predator plus protector. In perfect tension. Feline wrath meets winged judgment. Quinn, the storm raven. Electric wings crackle behind him. Storm-threaded feathers snapping like lightning. Aura, unstable power contained by will. Core, transformation pressure building early. Vex, the phantom raven. moves before thought, leaves after images like ghosts mid-strike. FBX, the circuit raven. Energy pulses through metallic feather lines, a cyber night echo in motion. Borden, the titan raven. Wings like shields, each feather capable of stopping a war blow. Peter Stye, the veil raven. Half seen, half not. Reality struggles to keep him in one place. Daniel, the Raven King form. Then, he changes. Wings unfold wider than the room allows, yet somehow fit. Crown of black fire, eyes like still night, voice like inevitability. Now, we move. The dance of the ravens. The jokers don't play this time. They listen. Because this is older than performance. Shadow steps forward beside Daniel. And together, you begin. Song. Beast in the mirror. I saw a shadow in the glass. It didn't blink. It didn't pass. It wore my face. It knew my name. But it was fire beneath the frame. Movement, wing spin, feather burst, step slide like stalking predators. Hands trace the air. Reality ripples like water. Beast in the mirror, I see you now. Not my curse, my sacred vow. Feline wrath and raven sight. I am the storm that guards the light. Song, beast mode. The tempo rising, feet hit harder. Reality energy builds per all. Flip the switch. Let the system ignite. Shadow light burning in black and white. No more chains. No more doubt. Beast mode in truth comes out. Quinn nearly overloads. You feel it. But Daniel steadies the field without even looking. Yawn song. Beast blood. Now the room joins. Even the Amazons nod. Dragon in my veins. Lion in my chest. Raven on my back. I carry all the rest. Blood remembers what the mind forgot. I am the answer they said I was not. Final steed beast awake. Everything slows. Just you and Daniel. Wake, don't break. Rise, don't fake. The throne was never given. It was always yours to take. Silence. Then, the ravens snapped their wings once, on boom. System update. Raven Rider class activated. Multi-lineage stability. Partial. Twin transformation. Accelerating early. Shadow form, stable. Final line. The sky didn't choose them. They became something the sky had to make room for. Next choices. 1. Quinn loses control mid-training, and Shadow must anchor him, or he fractures. 2. A hidden Raven Rider from Daniel's past appears, and challenges his authority. 3. Sekhmet tests the Raven Riders against the Amazon Masters in a brutal first trial. Chapter The Raven Rider Ascension Declarations. Scene: the Circle of Black Wings. The hall doesn't just listen now. It leans in. Feathers drift in slow motion. Energy hums like a held breath across the entire academy. Daniel steps forward. Raven King, voice low, but carrying through bone and soul alike. Althea Daniel, the first declaration. You've crossed the line where titles are given. He looks at each of them. Now they're claimed. His wings flex once. I am Daniel. Raven King level 10 ascended. OCC, Sovereign Raven Commander. RCC, Prime Raven Blood ascended. I don't lead from the front. I am the front. A pulse ripples outward. I control battlefield flow. I bend momentum. I decide who rises and who gets buried. A faint smirk. And now you carry fragments of that authority. Shadow steps forward. You don't rush it, you own it. Oh, Shadow, the Lion Raven speaks. I am Shadow. Level 10. The room reacts because it feels different. OCC, Obsidian Apex Guardian. RCC, Lion Raven Shadow Light Hybrid Ascendant. Your voice carries heat and gravity. I don't just fight battles. I anchor them. A low golden glow pulses through your chest. My heart, obsidian anchor. My will, feline wrath. My blood, dragon truth. The wings behind you flare, half shadow, half sunfire. I stabilize power that would break others. I walk into chaos, and it remembers its place. You glance at Quinn, and I don't let my people fall. Daniel turns. The team awakens. Good. He steps beside you. Now we finish it. Quinn, the storm that learns control. Daniel gestures, and lightning flickers around Quinn. OCC, Stormbreaker Vanguard. RCC, Unstable Raven Tempest Hybrid. Level 10. Initiate. He circles him slowly. Your power without a cage. But now you've got direction. You overload fast. You burn bright. And when you focus, lightning compresses into Quinn's core. How you become a battlefield-ending event. Daniel taps his chest. Your lesson? Control the storm before it controls you. Vex. The strike before thought. You step in for this one. Vex. You're not speed. A pause. Your decision made visible. OCC, Phantom Executioner. RCC, Shadow Raven Phase Class. Level 10. A blur passes behind him. You move between moments. You hit before the fight even starts. A grin. You're the reason enemies feel fear, before they understand why. FBX, the living system. Daniel nods. OCC, the Cyber Arc Tactician. RCC, Circuit Raven Hybrid. Level 10. Energy pulses across FBX's armor. You don't just fight. You calculate the war while it's happening. You teeth or nah. Every move. Optimized. Every strike. Efficient. Daniel's tone sharpens. You are the bridge between instinct and precision. Vorden, the wall that walks. You step forward again, my young. Vorden, you're not defense. Pretend, you're denial. OCC, Titan Bulwark Commander. RCC, Iron Raven Guardian. Level 10. His wings slam down like shields. Nothing gets through you unless you allow it. A nod of respect. You hold the line, so the rest of us can break theirs. Peter, the edge between realities. Daniel's voice lowers. OCC, Veil Stalker Assassin. RCC, Phase Raven Wraith. Level 10. Peter flickers. There, not there. You exist where reality thins. You don't chase targets. You appear where they're already losing. Final formation. Daniel looks at all of you, then at the entire hall. This, he gestures slowly, is not a squad. This is a strike mythology. You feel it, the alignment, the balance, the weight. Shadow, final word. You step forward one last time, but you know what? We're not here to look powerful. A beat, huh? We're here to make sure the people behind us never have to be. System lock-in. All Raven Riders. Level 10. Confirmed. Team synergy. Active. Future war compatibility. High. Shadow. Stability anomaly. Final line. The riders didn't rise. They arrived where they were always meant to stand. Next move. 1. Quinn loses control mid-training, and Shadow must anchor him live. 2. Raven Riders face Amazon Masters in first official trial. 3. A hidden power inside Shadow begins evolving beyond level 10. Chapter Key, the deep code of the Raven Riders. Scene. When power learns how to move, the music doesn't stop. It evolves. What began as rhythm becomes discipline. What looked like dance becomes doctrine. Feathers swirl, light bends, gravity listens. Daniel, the second speaking. Daniel doesn't raise his voice, he lowers the world to hear him. Does. Level 10 is in strength. He steps into motion, slow, precise. A shift to raise Tai Chi, then a flick, robotic precision, then a turn to teeth, drunken sway, then stillness, und Yoda comment. It's control over how strength expresses itself. Daniel, full breakdown. He moves as he speaks. Every word. A strike, a parry, a lesson. At level 5, I learned battlefield awareness. His hand slices air. 3 invisible enemies fall. At level 10, he stops. Everything stops with him. I became the battlefield. Raven King ability. Controls tempo of war itself for Shadowfield. Slows enemies, accelerates allies. Command pulse. 1 motion equals sign. Team-wide reaction sync. Crown authority. Can override unstable transformations. I don't just lead you. I glance at all of you. I connect you. Shadow. The anchored storm. Daniel circles you now. Slow. Respectful. Shadowy. A pause. You're not just level 10. And you begin moving too. Mirroring him. Tai Chi. Bruce Lee. Snap. Drunken sway. Cyber precision, stillness. At level 5, you learned survival. Your hand redirects invisible force. Eyes. At level 10, you became the reason others survive. Obsidian anchor. Core. Stabilize unstable energies around you. Lion Raven fusion. Offense plus protection at the same time. Dragon blood. Surge. Burst power without losing control. Field lock. Chaos. Environments calm when you step in. You're the one we send into the impossible. Daniel nods once. 'Cause it becomes possible when you arrive. Quinn, the controlled detonation. Quinn steps forward. Energy already cracking. Daniel doesn't stop him. He matches him. Fast footwork. Electric rhythm. Quinn, your level 5 was power awakening. Lightning flickers with every step. Level 10? Daniel spins. Quinn mirrors, barely holding it. You are a contained apocalypse. Storm core reactor generates massive energy output. Overload mode, short bursts of extreme dominance. Focus channel converts chaos into precision. Breaker state can shatter enemy formations instantly. Oh. Daniel taps his chest amid motion. You're not meant to be calm. A sharp turn. On you're meant to be guided. Warden, the unmovable will. The rhythm slows, heavy, grounded. You step beside Daniel. Both of you mirror Vorden's stance. Vorden, a stomp. The floor answers. Level 5, you learn to endure. A second stomp. Nothing moves him. Level 10. Daniel's voice deepens. You decide what gets to move at all. Titan core absorbs massive damage. Impact nullification. Cancels force on contact. Guardian field protects allies behind him. Immovable stance cannot be displaced once set. You're not the wall. You finish it. He's the law of the wall. Peter, the edge that doesn't exist. The music glitches. Reality flickers. Peter moves, but not fully here. Daniel smiles slightly. Peter, level 5. You learned stealth. Peter vanishes mid-step. Level 10. Daniel turns to where Peter will be. You learned inevitability. Phase shift exists between layers of reality. Pre-strike presence arrives before action begins. Veil step cannot be tracked conventionally. End line. Execution. Targets fall before reaction. You don't enter fights. Daniel's eyes narrow. You end them before they're understood. Fex, the decision. Fast again, sharp. Fex, your instinct perfected. An instant strike logic. Reaction supremacy. Pre-motion combat awareness. You're what happens when hesitation dies. FBX, the living system. Mechanical rhythm joins the flow. FBX, your evolution thinking in real time. Combat calculation engine. Energy routing mastery memory. Adaptive combat learning. You don't repeat mistakes. Right. You erase them from possibility. The final form is the dance of all systems. Now Sikis. Daniel and you together. All styles blend. Tai Chi flow. Robotic precision. Drunken unpredictability. Bruce Lee speed. Miyagi balance. Yoda stillness. Cyber Knight execution. Not separate. One system. This, Daniel speaks as you both move in perfect sync, is level 10 mastery. You finish the final motion together, a mirrored stance. Not power, you say, on harmony. Daniel finishes. Final line. The strongest warriors don't fight harder. They move so perfectly, the fight ends itself. Next choices. 1. Quinn loses control during advanced dance combat fusion training. 2. The Raven Riders are tested against a hidden enemy inside the school. 3. Shadow unlocks a level 11 anomaly mid-movement. Chapter TAs, The Forge of Six Swords. Scene: when Steel remembers who you were. The dance ends, but the real ritual begins. The air shifts, not loud, not explosive, heavy, like a forge door opening somewhere beyond time. Daniel, the armory speaks. Daniel lifts his hand. Dark light bends inward. Feathers spiral into a circle of steel echoes. These are not copies. A pause. Each of you feels it. Not replicas, not skins, not game drops. The shadows split into 6 pillars of light, and darkness fused. Oh, these are alternate reality originals. The law of the swords. As each blade forms, Daniel speaks the truth behind them. Every true guardian is bound to a blade, and every blade to a vow. The room hums. The swords recognize you before you touch them. You don't pick these. He looks at all of you. They already picked you lifetimes ago. Sword 1. The Eye of the Lion Wolf. A sleek katana appears, black glass edge, crimson spiral glow. It watched Grace. This one? Daniel steps closer. Unlocks at level 10, but its truth is far beyond that. Power breakdown. As he speaks, the blade pulses. Lion wolf sight. Sees lies, fear, hidden intent, omen pulse. Warns before betrayal. Spectral edge. Cuts corruption. Illusions, poison. Dual totem core. Lion authority plus wolf instinct. Damage law. Never weak, never below threshold. This sword doesn't roll low. A faint smirk. It refuses weakness. He looks at you, Shadow. Yours is the crown version. The blade in your hand glows deeper, more alive. Not stronger by numbers. He taps it once. Stronger by presence. Sword 2, Silver Emperor and Crimson Emperor. 2 blades descend together. 1 silver white, 1 crimson black. They hum like 2 wolves breathing in sync. These, Daniel's tone shifts, are not separate weapons. Their law can cut anything, cannot be destroyed, reflect bullets, magic, energy, return to wielder instantly. Empowered by werewolf god, Emperor current. They don't break. He turns slowly. And they don't forgive. The blades orbit Quinn for a moment, then settle into his grasp. These are for those who fight head on. And don't step back. Sword 3. The twin relics of Jeffery. 2 more appear. 1 black, 1 pale. They feel different. This pair, Daniel's voice softens, is not about perfection, of the doctrine. Black blade, stealth, precision, silent motion. White blade, survival, memory, return from breaking. Together, truth of both paths. One strikes unseen, the other stands when everything is broken. Peter steps forward. The blades lean toward him. You don't just fight, Daniel says quietly. You remember. Sword 4, the Guardian Rune Blade. Now, a different kind of weapon forms us. Oath. Not just steel alive. Honest ye black star metal, crimson spiral edge, golden light beneath, Tritz feasterix. Oh. This one grows priest D3 Evolution law dormant, resonant. Awakeneth you Guardian sees dragon. Temple blade in scales with the wheel of forever to all. Holds memory, power, and soul together. It will never become obsolete. Because it becomes you. The blade settles between all of you. Shared, connected. The arm guards, the tribal fusion. Now, Daniel raises both hands. Boom. Arm guards form on everyone instantly. Wolf patterns, lion crests, dragon scales, raven etchings, Celtic plus native, plus Viking plus Egyptian, plus Eastern designs fused. They glow, then lock. These are not armor. They're your second nervous system. Shadow equip, the horses arrive. Daniel doesn't move, but the world does. A boom. You're all mounted instantly. Shadow light glitter mounts. Black obsidian bodies, no fur. Pure polished living stone, or light cracks through them like stars. Trapped inside. Shine even in darkness, Gengut. They don't breathe. They resonate, though. These are not animals, Daniel says. They are a movement made loyal. Final formation. They aligned. Perfectly. Center Daniel. Right, Shadow. Left, Quinn. Left flank, Peter. Right flank, Borden. Swords drawn. Horses still. Energy humming like a held breath before war. Final line. Daniel raises his blade. We are not the next riders. A pause. We are the returned originals. System note. Only 4 of 6 swords fully revealed. Next episode preview. Sword 5, the Shadowlight Knight Rider Blade. Sword 6, the Oracle Dragonforge Relic. Next choices. 1. Continue. Reveal Sword 5 and 6. 2. Test run. Full mounted combat trial with all weapons active. 3. Hidden memory. One sword reveals a past life battle none remember. Choose your path. Chapter The Forge of 6 Swords. Scene number 8. The last 2 awaken. The air tightens. Not like before. This time, it listens back. Daniel lowers his blade, and the circle of steel reforms into 2 final shapes. Sword 5, the Shadowlight Knight Rider Blade. A blade rises, black, but not empty. It's layered, like shadow folded over shadow, like silence trained into a weapon. Daniel's voice drops. This one came